100 episodes. Dragon Ball Super has hit a huge milestone, being on the air for 2 years, and we are right around the corner from episode 100. And if you watch the next episode preview, and I'm sure most of you did, and if you haven't, check it out, and I will link to my next episode preview breakdown so you guys can watch that as well. One of the key story elements of this episode is Goku versus Caulifla. We're going to see Goku and Caulifla battle. Now, the Dragon Ball Super spoilers that had come out hinted that Caulifla wants more power and she wants to achieve Super Saiyan Blue. So I want to have a discussion about not just that, but I also want to have a discussion about the potential of Goku fighting Caulifla and where this storyline could go. And I want, of course, lots of interaction on this video. Leave a like for us if you did like the content and the discussion, and leave a comment as well. Joining me on this video, he's here a lot. We do these great little one-picture classic discussions, and this time we're talking about Goku and Caulifla. Please welcome back Geeklist Television.
What's up, man? Thank you for having me back, bro.
Always, man, always. This man, Geeklist, helped me edit a video in like 8 hours last week, and I was very amazed. So, give it up to this guy's talent. So, let's talk about Caulifla and Goku. Now, you and I did not only a video several weeks ago, but also a live stream where we theorized that the Universe 6 Saiyans and the way they evolve differs from the Universe 7 Saiyans, and that's why they're able to achieve higher powers, quicker than the Universe 7 Saiyans. So sort of like how Goten and Trunks were able to get strong when they were young. Kind of similar here. We have Kale learning Super Saiyan. We now have confirmation that Caulifla can do SSJ2.
Yeah.
And Kale, of course, has the Berserker form. So the question is, number one, let's start with this topic here. As far as Caulifla versus Goku, obviously Goku's stronger. Obviously, Goku has much more battle experience than Caulifla, so if this is a straight-up fight, she stands no chance. Also, in the next episode preview, we have Vegeta versus Kaba. So, how much stronger, first of all, first question, how much stronger do you think Kaba got before we get to Caulifla?
Well, I mean, going off of what Renzo told him, it seems like Renzo was the El Capitan of the Sadal Force, and he pretty much puts over Kaba, saying, "You're the hope of the universe." So Kaba still seems.
He did not actually use those words, though.
He didn't. Oh, okay. I thought he said that he was like, if the universe, is as long as you're around, the universe is safe or something. But anyways,
yeah, but he didn't say hope of the universe. Remember that? Hope of the universe has a very interesting connotation in Dragon Ball. Right. I love it.
But anyways, we do know that he plays a big part in the Sadal Force, so we can assume he does basic training. I would assume. I'm not saying the dude's working in like a gravity room 24/7 like Vegeta, but I'm sure he's gotten stronger, or he's at least, I guess, polished his skills. I guess that would probably be a better word. He's probably still nowhere near the strength level of Goku or Vegeta, because remember, when he was training Caulifla, Caulifla said, "I could probably defeat you now," after she charged up that huge blast. So, Kaba and Caulifla are still ways below Vegeta and Goku. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that I agree with that. But the thing is, though, do you think that Caulifla, do you have a problem with the fact that Caulifla seems to have surpassed Kaba? Because I know some people do. She tends to have more potential, and who knows how strong Kale is. Kale may have even surpassed them. As a power scaler, maybe we're talking about this a little bit too soon, all right? Do you think that I think that Kale is stronger than Caulifla, but when they had that little skirmish, it's implied that Caulifla Super Saiyan 2 might be able to match up with Kale, but do you think that Kale is stronger, or are you not sure? Just curious.
I mean, she deflected a blast, but we've seen weaker opponents deflect stronger opponents' blasts all the time, back in Z. So, I guess it's left ambiguous. If they were to have, scrapped, could Caulifla have actually kept up? We don't really know. The thing about it, though, is I didn't have trouble with her reaching Super Saiyan, but Super Saiyan 2, I did have trouble with that. I didn't find that.
A lot of people did.
The reason why I didn't have trouble with Super Saiyan is because even though this is filler, even though this is like anime only, it's in the manga, right, where Goku teaches, Gohan how to transform into a Super Saiyan. He tells him, just think about Frieza. Since you haven't seen Cell yet, think about Frieza killing us and use that. Well, in the anime, there's a small little scene. It's very quick. I'm sorry, I can't remember what episode it is, but it's a very quick scene where it's before Goku tells Gohan that, and Gohan is just like charging his energy, and he can kind of like, his hair's turning blonde, his aura is turning yellow. So they were trying to tell us.
It was a struggle to get there.
Yeah, he was getting there. So the fact that Caulifla probably in her base form is stronger than Gohan back then, I was fine with her reaching Super Saiyan. I was like, if Goten and Trunks could do it, you know, I'm fine with her doing it. You know what I mean? But when she did Super Saiyan 2, nah, I think she needed more time. I think she needed more training to do that. But as far as her having more potential, it was stated she does. She has more potential than Renzo. I know people are having trouble with that, though, because here's the thing. With Gohan, we saw his potential. You know what I mean? We saw...
several times.
Yeah, we saw his potential several times throughout the series, whereas here, we're just being told that she has more potential. Why? We don't really know. You know what I mean? It's just, Renzo says, take my sister. She even has more potential than I do. I mean, are they special Saiyans? Who knows? Maybe they are. I mean, Caulifla and Kale seem to be tied to the hip, and, you know, Kale has a berserker state and Caulifla's stronger than Kaba, so I guess maybe the whole Renzo family or whatever is strong. You know, who knows? I'm just throwing out like a headcanon there, but it seems that she does have hidden potential. I don't think she's going to reach Super Saiyan Blue, though. I don't think she's going to do that during this tournament.
Me neither.
Maybe 3? Do you think that's a possibility?
I think 3 would piss off a lot of people too. I really do, because the thing about 3, Super Saiyan 3, is that, or Super Saiyan 3 or Super Saiyajin 3, it would be Super Saiyajin 3, take your pick, is that the mystery behind that form is that we never actually saw Goku learn that form. We never did. It happened during the 7-year time skip in between Cell and Buu. He did it in the afterlife. We don't know what Goku did to figure it out. We don't know what kind of training he did. Was it mental, spiritual? Was it physical? Probably all 3. We just don't know. And when Gotenks did it, it really did come off like an ass pull. Even though the anime did a good job of helping you out by explaining that the fusion has a lot of power, and we saw Goten and Trunks. Yeah, we saw Goku demonstrate it in front of Goten and Trunks. But...
hey, remember Trunks, Future Trunks, even he couldn't master the form after all the years from the Cell arc to the Future Trunks arc, you know? He didn't even know there was a form beyond Super Saiyan 2.
That's right. There's something about that SS3 form that is just very, very mysterious. And I think that her figuring that out, because Goku's never taught that to anybody. He didn't teach it to Vegeta. He didn't teach it to Gohan, which is fine. I mean, that's not even Trunks. But the whole thing is that I think Goku and the others probably recognize that form has a lot of flaws. And even though you could say that form, by the time we get to Battle of Gods, that Goku did figure out how to master that form and got rid of the flaws, even though it was not explicitly stated, it could be hypothesized. Mm-hmm. I still think that if Caulifla gets that form, I think it will piss people off. But I think her getting blue would actually really piss people off, because she would have to learn how to control God Ki. And for somebody like Goku and Vegeta, forget about, you know, potential and stuff like that. We're talking about divine energy now. We're talking about a energy ability that is beyond that of a regular mortal. You have to have one. There's only one of 2 ways to do it. You do the ritual, and for all we know, the ritual may not even work in Universe 6. For all we know, the ritual may not even work in Universe 6. But the other way is through training, you know, and figuring out how to do it, which Goku and Vegeta figured out together with training with Whis. I just feel like the only way that would make any sense is if somehow Kale and Caulifla, or whoever, Caulifla in this case, went to go train with Vados, and Vados volunteered to show them, which, based on the personality of Vados that we have seen, I don't think she would do that. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, I don't see her doing blue, dude. I just don't see her doing blue. And I don't see her losing this fight to Goku. People are saying that Goku's going to stop training. I'm sorry, he's going to stop fighting to show her this shit. That's not what's going to happen, I don't think. I think it's going to be like the Majin Buu fight, where Goku's going to demonstrate the different transformations. He's going to show 1, 2, 3, etc. And we have that leaked image of her really buff, so maybe she figured out how to do all the in-between mutant transformations, like grade 2, grade 3, grade 4. That could be the case. Maybe. I don't know. But the point is that I don't see her doing blue at all. And I think, here's the question I have for you. So we know, based on spoilers, who eliminates Kale. I'm not going to get into it right now, because some folks don't want to be spoiled. But what do you think is going to happen with Caulifla? Who is Goku throwing her out?
I think she's going to stay in it for a minute. I think a lot of the other Universe 6 fighters may get taken out. But I think she's going to be one of the few that stays on the platform for a good while, at least in my opinion. I think Goku's probably just going to test her limit, you know what I mean? I feel like he's going to do what he did in the Blue Arc, like you mentioned, with him showing her the transformation, and he's going to ask her, what can you do? You know, she'll go she'll go through all the grades. Maybe that's what that leaked image was, and then she'll transform into a Super Saiyan 2 finally, and then he'll probably dial it back down to Super Saiyan 2, and then he'll just spar with her, kind of test her. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Now, one last thing? Do you foresee a arc later on where Goku and Vegeta go to Universe 6? This time we have new layers. It's not just about going to Planet Sadal. They go to Universe 6 and possibly have some kind of team up with Caulifla, Kale, and Cabba. Do you see that happening now?
It's hard to say. Maybe. Everyone's wanted the Sadal arc. Everyone's wanted Vegeta, specifically Vegeta, to go to Planet Sadal. I'm not too sure because that line always struck me in the Universe 6 versus Universe 7 tournament when Vegeta fights Cabba. He goes blue, he knocks Cabba out, or before he knocks Cabba out, he says, you can reach this level 2, right? And then Cabba's like, I can reach this level 2. It was always left ambiguous. Does he mean he can just get that powerful, or does he mean he can reach God Ki? So I kind of always wondered, is there a way Saiyans could do it just by training, years of training? Is that how Vegeta did it?
I would assume they have to learn how to manipulate God Ki. That's what they have to learn how to do. It's an educated thing. It's not so much power. It's like you have to learn. This is something you have to read up on and learn, whereas I don't think it can be natural potential with this case.
Yeah, I agree with that. So, who knows? They could always do that. Bro, there's so much they can do with Super. There's so many stories, and that could easily be one of them where Goku or Vegeta, or maybe even Vados, they could always make a change of heart type of thing where Vados has, the three Saiyans at Champa's home planet, and she's teaching them how to, utilize God Ki, or she's training them, you know what I mean? That would actually be kind of cool, because, Cabba is, I'm presuming the leader of the Sadal Force by now, or at least a major part of it. So It's not like he could use the power. He could definitely use it.
Especially with Frost out there not being the guy who they thought he was.
Yeah.
So let us know your thoughts on the conversation down below. Do you, in the comment section, of course, where we talk to you guys, do you think that Caulifla, who's throwing Caulifla out? How strong do you think she will get? And also, don't forget to congratulate, because I want to congratulate Geeklist for achieving 10,000 subscribers. It's been a hard, long road. Well, it's going to be long and hard on the other channel you have, which we're not going to talk about right now. But it's been a long, hard road for this man to do it, and he's done it. And if you're out there, you can do it too. Just never give up.
Thank you, bro.
We'll talk to you down the road.